What's up, everybody? It's Brian at Two Indians, and I am here at Sky Power Sports, Indian of Seminole County, and I'm about to take this Indian Challenger out for a ride, and I want you guys to come with. All right, let's do it. Hey, it's Brian and Barbara with Two Indians. Okay, before we go any further, we got to cover three things. The first is if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this video, hit the subscribe button so you can see more great content just like this. The second thing is, at the end of this video, I've got a little bonus feature. We were up at Ace Cafe last night, and I put my Springfield up on the dyno just to see what it was pulling. You'll be interested to see that. I know I was. Okay, thirdly, let's take a look at the specs on this thing. We all know that it has this 108 cubic inch liquid cooled engine that's making about 122 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque, at least claimed by Polaris, right? You might want to look at some of the dyno pulls that they're getting on this thing online. It's got this badass LED Cyclops headlight and the shark nose fairing that seems to just be floating above this 19-inch red trimmed wheel that's got a tire by Metzler that was custom made for this bike. The front brakes are also sporting Brembo 4-piston calipers on dual 320mm semi-floating discs. Hey, you know what? Forget about the specs. Let's see what this bike can do. Let's see what this bike looks like. Here's some video from the ride today. Check it out. Look at the footage, right? But man, it's definitely lifting up the front end, that's for sure. The wheel's not coming off the ground, I know that, but boy, it sure feels like it could if I wanted to make it. Because man, oh man, this thing has torque in spades. Holy moly. I'm noticing is I'm getting very little heat off the motor. I've just pretty much put it through its paces, and yes, I got heat, but not a whole lot. This is definitely a high performance motor. Love it. Man, the sound system was really good. Power was just incredible. It was very agile. I was able to just flip it around. You know, I think this is probably what you hear a lot of people say about a Goldwing, right? If you're going to talk about a water-cooled class motorcycle, everybody that has a Goldwing says it feels like a sport bike, and man, that's what I feel with this. Obviously, it's a cruiser. It's a bigger, heavier bike. It's not 400 pounds, 450 pounds. It's 800 or so. I don't know what the actual weight is. I'll have to look, but man, really impressive. Really like this bike. So I'm getting a few minutes to gather my thoughts here, and I don't know, I don't want to overstate it. It feels faster than a 116. My buddy Joe has a 116, and those are pretty quick, but I don't know, man. I didn't even have it in sport mode until we were almost all the way back, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to check and see. This can't possibly be in standard mode, and it was in standard. I put it in sport mode, and it felt like the front wheel was almost coming off the ground. I know it wasn't, but it sure felt like it was. And this thing has got tons of power. It's pretty impressive for a large cruiser. It is a fast bike. There's no two ways about it. That sucker is quick and very maneuverable. Super happy with it. All right, so believe it or not, our friends Joe and Georgina just happened to pull up at the same time we were there, and I talked Joe into going for a ride on the bike. Didn't take too much arm twisting. Oh, here comes Joe.
Because I can't move the ferry.
You don't want to ride that bike.
Yeah, I do.
Well, get on it. Go take it out.
Go do it quickly.
Go take it out. Yeah.
I gotta fill a paper right.
It'll take you 2 seconds.
You coming with me there?
But don't get any ID, because the next papers you're going to sign are divorce papers.
But
So
the,
David, part one, David, part one.
Yeah, no shit, huh? What?
how easy it is to maneuver.
It is. It's so light.
This don't feel like no Harley.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my God! Wait till the red rise.
I know. It's.
I cannot believe this. I know what riding a Harley felt like. Don't feel like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. It's nice. It's light. It's nimble. I don't feel like, I'm gonna drop the damn thing when I do that.
Yeah.
Wow. The power is like crazy. Want to race down to the next slide? Oh my God, it's time to trade in. Wow. I'm not doing anything now, but
Divorce papers.
okay.
Divorce
New woman,
papers.
here we come. Wow. That was good. That was something. Well, I like my bike better. Listen, I ain't doing anything,
better
but
not.
if you ask me about the two bikes difference, that's a better bike.
Oh, well,
And what do you have, Joe?
I have a 116, the
And
dark horse. This thing handles crazy good. It's that.
Maybe I'll help to fix bearings.
I actually liked it. I did not think I would like it because I knew how the Harley felt and the weight and the distribute. It just didn't feel right. that was a no problem. The power in the engine now, but man, I'm glad I rode that. It's like, wow. I didn't think there would be any upgrades in mine.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Ooh, that's a much.
So I have to tell you, I just rode my bike with Joe on the Challenger, and
How'd you keep up?
I have to tell you that my bike is an absolute dog compared to that. And this is a 111 with a stage 1 and a stage 2, so cams, Indian cams, and it's fully tuned, professionally tuned, and it feels like an absolute pig compared to the Challenger. I was blown away by the power, and obviously from what Joe said, you could tell he was blown away also. It's pretty damn incredible. So I don't want to overstate it, don't want to oversell it, but it's freaking amazing.
You'll figure it out for yourself, because it's like,
yeah. Yep.
I like the.
So all that said, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We are at Sky Power Sports, by the way, Indian of Seminole County. Want to thank them for giving me the chance to really take the bike out and run it through its paces and take all the time I needed with it. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you want to see more like this stuff, subscribe. We've got lots of other good content coming out. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. And anyway, that's going to be it, right? 2 Indians out?
2 Indians out.
All right. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, great. I have to do that all over again.
Why? You didn't have it on.
Hey, it's Brian at 2 Indians. You know her. And there's Joe and Georgina. And we are up at the Ace Cafe, as you can see behind me here. And there's a mobile dyno tuning truck here. And they're not going to tune my bike, but what they're going to do is they're going to take a pull and they're going to see what kind of horsepower, what kind of torque I'm getting out of my bike, which has a stage 1, a stage 2, and a dyno jet. And we're going to see how well it was tuned before. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to see how good or how bad it really is. Your bike will go fast. Dr. Frankenstein is getting all the probes attached. I'm too old. I can't read it from this far away.
Max fuel.
All right, so the tune is done, and we wound up with 113.7 foot-pounds of torque, and we also wound up with about 83 horsepower at full RPMs. It's running very lean, and one of the cylinders is way off of what it should be. So if I were to get another tune on it, it would really make some big improvements. So with that said, from Ace Cafe in Orlando, Florida, we are going to sign out. Are we?
We're signing out.
We're signing out. 2 Indians, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.